In this video, we will solve the problem immediate food delivery part 2 using the SQL concepts. So this question is a medium one. So first of all, we will see that what are the requirement of the question. We will understand the question and then we will form the query. So the very first thing is the structure of the table. They just tell us about the columns that are present inside the table delivery. Name of the table is delivery, and we are provided with the unique ID, the delivery ID, then a customer ID that can be or cannot be unique. So you can figure out from this thing as well. So your customer ID is not unique in this table. The delivery ID is the primary key of this particular table. So then it's the order date and the customer preferred date. So these are the data that are provided to you. Now the main part come here. So we will one by one see what is the requirement of this question, and then we will tackle to find out the solution. So if we carefully see this particular question and the structure, let me copy the structure as well. So this is the structure and this is the major line from which you need to understand. These particular line will tell you the real meaning or what is the goal to find the query. What is the answer to your particular query? So the very first line say if the customer preferred delivery date is same as the order date, then it will be a immediate order. Otherwise, it will be a scheduled order. So this is just the information provided that if your order date and customer preferred date matches, that means it is a immediate order. Otherwise, it's scheduled. So we can say it is certain type of condition and all. The next thing after that, next move to the next line. The first order of a customer is the order with the earliest order date that the customer made. So they have given us the meaning of the first order of a customer. That means what is the meaning of first order of a customer? The earliest order date. So for example, if we consider this particular example, so so if we consider this particular example, just a second. So if we consider this particular example and see what is the first earliest order date or the first order of a customer, so we will see that this is the carefully observe, this is 1 and this is 1. So this is a similar customer. As the customer ID is same, the customer will be same. So we will figure out first that whether the with the same customer ID, what is the earliest date, the first order that is placed? So it is 2008 1 and this one is 2008 11. So we know that this one is the earliest date. This one is the earliest date. So this will be considered as the customer's first order. So this is our first order. So this is the meaning of this particular line, that the first order of a customer is the order with the earliest order date that the customer made. And one more thing is provided, that it is guaranteed that a customer has precisely one first order, that you must have a single first order. That simply means you don't have multiple first order. You only one order is considered, only one row will be considered as the first order for a single customer. So this is the other thing, information that is provided. Now this is the time to understand the query. The the query you need to write. So the requirement of the question is that you need to find the percentage of immediate order in the first order of all the customers. So they have first of all provided the information. Just figure out the keywords. So the you need the percentage of immediate orders. We know what is the immediate order. This thing is first of all clear, that when the customer preferred date is equals to the order date, then it will be a immediate order. And next, what the divided by, it should be divided by the first order of all the customer. So you need to divide it by the first order of all the customer. So this is the final answer you need to figure find out. And also it is mentioned in percentage. In percentage you need to find out this particular answer. So it may look tricky, but when you break down all this particular thing into different part, it will be easier. So just first of all, make a clarity that you what is the requirement for your query. First thing, you must have one column. You must need a column that will tell me that whether my order is scheduled order or the immediate order. The reason why I need to know that whether my order is a scheduled order or a immediate order, because at the end I need to find out the percentage of my immediate order to the first order. So this is my first requirement, that I need something to tell me that whether some column to identify that whether my column is scheduled or immediate. The next thing that is required is the first order. The next thing you need to have is the first order. Like if we manually see, like we have find manually that this is your first order for the customer one, this will be the first order. And if we see other, like it's second, for the second one, for the second it will be it's 8 11 and 8 2. So this will be the first order. So you must have something to tell that whether this order is the first order or the second order. Means in this question we need first order, but we need to figure out something that will help us to find out or indicate this that this is the first order of the particular customer ID. So for this, first of all, let us create a column of scheduled and immediate. So we first of all figure out the logic to find to figure out that whether how to identify the scheduled and the immediate order customer. So if you see the scheduled and the immediate customers, it's very simple. Like it's something sort of case or conditions. So in this particular statement, you can easily create the column using the case statement. With the help of the case statement, you can easily identify that order, whether your order is the immediate or the scheduled order. And the conditions are very easy. If we simply look out this line, we can simply find out that what is the condition. Our condition is that the customer preferred date, you find out this two column here, the customer preferred date is equal to the order date, is equal to the order date. This is your condition. In that case, you will pass out, you will fill the row value as the 1, otherwise it will be 0. So it is very easy to find out the immediate and scheduled. If we apply the same thing here, let me clean this out, or otherwise we will write here. So with the help of the case statement, what will happen now, you will get your next column. I just write the case. What it will do, it will first of all check that whether these two rows are equal or not. If it is not equal, then it will pass 0. Then again it will see that whether these two dates are equal. If you carefully see, these two things are equal, so it will be written as 1. Then again it will do the same thing. It's different, then 0. It's same, then 1. Then it's again different, and again different and same. 0 and 1. So same, sorry, different, same, different, same, different and same. So with this column you will get the solution that whether my column, by seeing this particular column, I can now tell that whether my order is immediate or scheduled. And also I know I need this thing when I am finding the percentage, because I need to find the percentage of the immediate order. So I have found the check that these are my immediate orders. So you are having in total 3 immediate orders. Let us check once. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so I just skipped one. 1, it's 1 and 2 Three. Ah, yes. You are having three immediate order. The three ones indicate the immediate order. Now, the next thing will be finding the first order of a customer. So this thing you need to carefully observe because it is different from the previous step. It's not similar to that. So in this case, you need to have multiple things in your mind because you need, first of all, if we simplify the thing, if we are having just the data and if we are seeing this particular thing, we just say that we need to have for each customer, we need to find the earliest date, and the word earliest date. And to find the earliest date, we know that earliest date means the smallest date. Just try to break out the question. Means you need to find the smallest date. You can have multiple dates, like you see 1, 11, it may be 14, 13, it can be multiple thing. Now for from the earliest, I get the knowledge, I get the idea to find in something smallest. Or if I clearly see there are rows of or there are series of number, so I will say that I need it in ascending order because I want the slowest term on the upper end and the highest term on the lower end. I just want to make it in decreasing order. But if you again carefully observe, at the end we just need the single term, we just need the smallest one. Our only purpose is to find the first order, so we need to, our main focus is on the earliest term, the first term. So in this case, I get a little bit clarity that I will, one thing is sure, that I will order my date, I will sort out my date. But if we see carefully, the first order of a customer, the first order is related to a unique customer. It is related to a unique customer. So for each customer, you are having orders, and all these one customer can have multiple orders. So if you say that how you can figure out, how you can find out the smallest to the highest number, so it's clearly indicated, like if you are having unique customer means only one customer you are having, so it must be having a single order. But in this case we are having for one single customer you are having multiple orders. So customer ID 1 is having two different deliveries. Again, the customer ID 2 is having two different deliveries. So you need to sort, but the next condition create that you must have the partition of your data. You must partition the data before sorting it. So this is the catch. This is one more thing you need to find out. That first thing you need, I just figure out from the word earliest that I need something smallest. So smallest I indicate as I'm having a series of number. I will try to find out the, try to arrange it in ascending order. But again we need to have the order dates arranged in, every customer is having their orders, so you need to arrange it according to your, so you need to arrange it according to the customer ID. So if you want to order according to the customer ID, you need to partition it by the customer ID. So by partitioning, we know that what happened in the partitioning, it will make subgroups, like you are having two different id 1 1. So now the ordering will be considered here only for the 1 1 only. Again the next partition for the next customer id will occur. So when you are mentioning writing the query, you need to mention the partition key. In our case the partition key will be customer id. So one by one it will sort the date, like if for the customer 1 it will sort 1 and 11, the full date, the 2019 8 1 and 2019 8 11. For the 2 it will again 2019 2 and 11. If you see again for the customer ID 3, you will see 24 come first and 21 come before in the original table. But when you apply partitioning, the 21 will come first, then 24 will come. So this will be the end result of your partitioning. But now again we get one more thing. We don't need, we don't need all these dates. We just need the first, we just have the need of the first row or the first order date. So you need again one more thing to find out the first date, that is called the row number function. So that is called the row number function. So in the row number function, it will help you to provide the row number to each partition. Now again, let's combine all the concepts. So I first of all start with ordering. Then I say I need something partition, because for each customer ID, for each customer there might be multiple delivery. Now I again say, I just come back to the first word, that is I need the first order. So by summarizing all the thing, this give you the clear indication of using the row number function. So inside the row number function, you are having the syntax as you can mention the partition, you can divide, row number is a window function. So you can apply here the ordering, you can apply ordering, partitioning, the partitioning by ordering. So you will partition your data by the customer ID, and we know the ordering should be based on the order date. Order date. So this will be the flow of your row number function. And what basically row number will do, row number will give the row number will provide a sequence of numbers starting from 1. So you will see, you will get the output of your row number as 1, 1, 2, then again it starts from 1 and 2, and again it will start from 1 and 2. So our need is to figure out, our focus is on the first row number only. So we will filter at the end, what we will do, we will filter all the result that are having the row number as 1, because we need first order, because the statement clearly mentioned that you need first order of all the customer. So you need to indicate, so you need to highlight that what is the first order of your customer. So let's see what will be the result here. What should be the indication here when we find out the row number. Let's say it's row number. So for this thing, for this particular one, customer ID 1, there will be partitioning. First of all, partitioning will be done. They will check that what is the order it into. It will order into the row number will partition it by the customer ID, order by order date. So you will get here the row number as 1. Just a second. It is 3. So you will get the row number 1 here, and in the third row you will get 2. Again, you will see for the customer ID 2, two different partition will occur. Let me indicate it with different colors. So 2 and here 2. So it is 2 and 11. So this become 1 here and 2 here. Similarly, for the 3, the 1 will be here and 2 will be here, because it is arranged into the ascending order, partition and then arranged in the ascending order. And the 4 is unique one, so you will get 1 only. So if we figure out what, now let's move back to our question. Our question say that we need the percentage of the immediate order in the first order of all the customers. So you need to divide your immediate order by the first order. So if you carefully see that what are the number of immediate order is when the date is equal to the, when your date is equal to your order. So first of all, let's see what are the immediate order, what are the number of immediate order and immediate order in the first order of all the customer. Just do not directly jump to this immediate order. You need to understand they are saying the percentage of immediate order in the first order of all the customer. First of all, focus on the first order the first order of all the customer. So this is the first order, this is the first order, this one is the first order, and this one is the first order. Now you need to check that whether it is immediate or scheduled. So you will say it is 0. It is 0, so it is scheduled. Then it's immediate. So what you are finding out, what are the number of immediate order in the what are the number of immediate order in the first order. So you get 1 here. Then again 2. So it is also, you get 2. Just a second. It's scheduled. You can see here customer ID 1 and the delivery ID 1, it is scheduled. You can also see here customer ID 1 and the delivery ID 1 is having the scheduled order. 0 indicates scheduled order, but we are focusing on the immediate order. So I have highlighted with green that this particular thing, out of, simply if we say, now we can conclude that out of 4 first orders, only 2 are immediate order. It's immediate order. And at the end, you need to find the percentage. So it's simple. You just need to divide 2. You just need to divide 2 with 4 and 200, the simple calculation to find the percentage, and you will get the immediate percentage. So it's like I have explained you all the theoretical concept, like how we can think starting from the scheduled to the first order. So the major thing is that you need to find out these 2 columns. When you are able to figure out these 2 columns, it becomes very easy to figure out this particular percentage. So now we will implement the query by implementing the same concept that we have done. So let's do that. So first thing is I need to create a case statement to find the immediate order and the scheduled order. So I'm just selecting. For now, I'm just writing the overall query. I will filter out the whole query into parts according to my requirement. So I decide to create a CTE, the common table expression. I will create a common table expression of the same thing. This thing, the whole table, this thing I will create a CTE for this. I will create a common table expression. And after that, I will filter out it based on the row number. I will filter out it based on row number equals to 1. I will show you that how it will work. But first of all, I am just considering all of my columns. I will again I will show you the output, that will make more clarity. So I am applying the case statement. So case statement, first of all, the syntax part, the case when. So we know the condition, that is order date must be equal to the customer preferred date, the customer preferred delivery date. Then it's 1, else 0. And you need to end it as you can write it as new underscore call. So this is the way to write the case statement, and this particular statement will help us to find this particular statement, the 0101. So this thing is done. Now you need to write the row number function. For the row number function, first of all, this is the syntax. You need to write the row number, then over. After over, you need to write partition, by which column you are partitioning your by which column you are partitioning your data. I want to partition it by my customer ID. We have clearly mentioned, I have explained that we need to order it by the partition ID. Then we need to partition it by the customer ID. Now we need to order it by the order date. It's optional. You can write ascending, otherwise by default it's ascending order, and at the end you just write it row number. So this particular column will help you to get this particular row. So I will just show you the output from delivery, the name of your table. First of all, let's see what's the output of this particular table. So I just want to show you the output. It's 0010011, And this thing for the, just a second. Yes, you can check it out. Like it's for the why it's 0 because both the dates are different. Then again, both the dates are different. And again 1 because it's same. Then 0, then 0 and 0. Let me see here. Sorry. This one is same, this one is same. Maybe this example is different from this particular thing. Let me confirm which one. Yeah, these two example are different. That's why the results are differing. Otherwise, we have created the particular table. You can apply your logic simply. These two things are different. That's why it's 0. These two things are same. That's why it's 1. So that it is your immediate order, and the 0 1 is the scheduled order. And if you want to check the row number, just check the first ID. This is your first ID. Okay, sorry. It's just ordered due to the, because of this particular thing. This data get ordered into the partition. So you can see 1 1. In this particular 1 1, you get the row number as 1 2 because 2 is smaller than 12. So this will be your first order of the customer ID. Similarly, this row for the row number 1, for the customer ID 2, row number 1, this delivery ID 2 is the first order. Then delivery ID 5 will be the first order of your customer ID 3. So one thing is clear that we have created the correct table. So this is the table. In this particular example, I have not sorted the table, but if you apply the partitioning function, you will get the data as the groups. You can see 1 1 2 2 and 3 3. So this is due to the row number function. So I'm just saving this particular result into a common table expression so that it will be provide you more clarity that how we are finding the percentage. Now for the percentage, we know that we just get a singular value. We just get a singular value. I'm just leaving this particular thing and I just provide the essential thing. I will write this statement afterwards from CTE. Now we know that the other columns except the row number 2 is of no use because we know that we need to find out percentage of the intermediate orders in the first orders only. So you just need to filter out row number equals to 1. Now let's move back to our statement. We need to find the percentage. So it's simple. When you do this particular thing, let me show you the output as well. You just get 4 columns. You just get the 4 columns, and that 4 columns, these 4 columns are your end result, the first orders only. And we know that we need to divide it by the first orders of all customers. So we simplify this, that in the denominator side we want the count of all the, we want the count of all the rows. So this is one thing. Now the next thing is the immediate order, the percentage of the immediate order. The reason why I use 1 here, you will get the idea now. What I will do, I will just sum up all the row. I will sum up all the row. The reason why I sum up all the rows, when you sum up the thing 0 plus 1, the scheduled order will have no impact. And whenever you get immediate order, it will be 1. So 0 plus 1 plus 0 plus 1, at the end you will get the total immediate order. So you can simply divide your sum, the sum divided by the count. So this will help you to get the, and sorry, more precisely, you don't need to, you need to find the sum of the new column divided by the count star. So this will provide you 2 divided by 4 and you will get 0.5. Now again, you need to multiply the answer with 100 because we need to find the percentage. And there is one more statement written here. You need to round it by 2 decimals. So round, comma 2, and change the name of the column. So it should be immediate percentage. So let's check that whether it's correct or not. Now you will see you get the answer at 50 percentage. Let's submit it out. So this particular thing get accepted. So that's it about this query. Thank you everyone.